We're live, motherfuckers. Episode number 3. How the
Number
fuck's it
3.
going? Number 3.
Número
Uno,
3.
dos, tres.
Uno, dos, tres. The Triple Play Show, episode number 3.
That's
It's a milestone of
Never thought about it
sorts.
that way.
It's a milestone of sorts.
Yeah, nearly.
3.
And it's been like 3 weeks since the last episode, too.
And it's been 3 weeks. Coincidence? I think not. People see in 4 weeks for episode number 4.
That's how we do it. That's how we do it on the Triple Play Show.
Just wait till we get up to the episodes hundreds. You guys be waiting years to see us again.
Yeah, that's...
It'd be like a season of Breaking Bad.
Oh.
Or
uploading to
Half-Life
Netflix,
3.
You have
It's
to
gonna be
wait
like,
forever for the next season.
it's going to be like a Half-Life 3.
Just never going to show up.
Never going to show up. Eventually.
Might hint at it, upload a little teaser every now
We might
and then.
hint at it.
But, that's
But
about all.
don't expect the real thing.
Like, seriously, don't expect much.
Don't expect the real. I never played the Half-Lives.
I didn't either. Well, that's not true. I played like the first one, but it wasn't as. I didn't feel it was as good as everyone.
Who was the
thought
guy
it
who
was.
made them? Gabe Noble or something? Gabe Newman?
Gabe Newell?
Gabe Newell. I think that's what it
fucking.
is, yeah.
He did. It's not even just that he made that. He is the fucking god of Steam and the internet, and he's worshipped around the world.
Who is what other game did he make that he released 2 but didn't put out the 3rd one? There's another one.
No idea.
He's like fucking famous for not putting out the 3rd version of these games. He did Half-Life, and there was something else, but I can't remember what it was. Where he only put out the first 2, he didn't put out the 3rd. I don't know if it's a fucking coincidence, but
Oh,
what
it's
is
not.
is it,
He's gonna all release them in like 30 years.
what is
It's, like,
Half-Life?
irrelevant. The decaying rate of chemicals and shit like that.
No, but isn't it a game?
It is. Yes, it's a game.
But what is it? Like, is it like a fucking shooter? Is it a? I always imagine it like Gary's Mod.
It is. Well, yeah, it's kind of like, I don't know. There's shit from Gary's Mod in it. Well, sorry. There's lots of concepts of Half-Life in Gary's Mod, similar engine and stuff like that. Gary's Mod, you just kind of do whatever. But Half-Life, there's an actual storyline to it. Like I said, I didn't really play too much of it, but it is a shooter. There's lots of, I don't know, alien type creatures and stuff like that. But
Yeah, I never
just
played it.
big old storyline to follow, kind of like Mass Effect or stuff like that. You have to get into it.
I didn't know he created Steam though.
He's the god of PC gaming.
I didn't realize that. The only thing I knew him for was was Half-Life,
And you didn't even play it. Fancy that.
and I didn't even play it. It's just
And
all
yet
over
you have
Reddit.
Steam using it daily.
It is all over Reddit.
It is. Well, because he is a god.
He is a
and
god, I
Reddit
guess.
Reddit idolizes people such as Gabe Newell.
Want to do a would you rather question?
Before that, Steam sales. They are his invention, and they're the greatest thing in the world.
I did not buy a single item on Steam
I actually
sales
didn't this year either, but that's probably because I've got like 70 plus games on my Steam.
I looked at a few, but I
pretty much
really didn't
have
even consider.
everything that I want right now on Steam until like November, December rolls around when all these the new games kind of come out for this year. Then I might get a couple more, but I need to play what I have, save some money.
I looked at my library a little while ago. I have not beat a single game on my Steam library. I have 39 games. I haven't beat a single one of them. The farthest I've probably gotten is like 3/4 of the way through, and it was on Splinter Cell Blacklist.
That's a good game.
You beat it, didn't you, Ryan?
I beat it on the console, yeah, on Xbox 360.
Yeah, I never
Breaking the third wall.
beat it.
Yeah, it's hard, but
It is hard.
oh, yeah.
I got to there's like a level in a mall or something like that, and there's like 3 different stages of that mall, and fuck, that mall is littered with people, and I just couldn't get by it. And literally the last time I played it was probably
Is that the one where you
August.
gotta crawl through like the vents and shit?
I think it was
Just
August
like a
of
big
last year.
factory. A big factory, yeah, because that one took me forever. Fuck, I got so pissed.
It was a mall in
Yeah.
Dallas at Christmas time.
Is it?
Yeah.
I'm thinking about a different one because I know.
There was like a
The
there was
part-
like a there was a water. There was a
Attraction?
factory level. There was a factory level involved, but
There's there's a level during the like there's like a mission during the end of the game. Like you're in like a factory and you gotta like crawl through these fucking tunnels and like work your way through it and it's really dark and it's so hard. Like everywhere you turn a corner, there's like five guys. You got like obviously Splinter Cell being stealthy, like
Yeah,
so damn hard.
yeah, yeah. It was fun. I just never. I don't know, something I just stopped playing. For whatever reason, I always seem to get through like I've played the first 4 hours of Borderlands probably like 5 or 6 times and I just never continued on. Something
Borderlands?
about yeah, Borderlands 2, the one me and you started playing last week. I've gotten through the first like 4 hours of that game like 4 or 5 times and I just stopped.
Borderlands 2.
Yeah, for whatever reason I
Yeah,
just get
same here.
uninterested.
It's like I play it and I'm like, oh, this is a really good game, and I enjoy it, and then I just don't get into it. Like one of my good buddies, you guys both know him. He literally has a max character level for every type of character, like even the additional ones. Like he just destroys shit. Like he loves it. He first day he bought it. Well, I think he saw me playing it actually. He was over at my house, and then he bought it like the next day. And he just like that entire weekend. I was like, "Hey, what's up?" You know, playing Borderlands. Literally just the whole fucking weekend, and he just beat it. Then it's kind of crazy.
Yeah, Borderlands, it's like I was playing and especially in number 1, I played it with a buddy and it's like 50% of all missions are go get me 4 of this, go get me 2 of this,
Yeah.
go get me 7 of this, kill him only using melee. It's such a repetitive storyline. Like it's retrieve and come back or go and retrieve, it's so like it's just the same thing. It seems more repetitive than most games. It's a lot
Yeah.
of like quests and bringing them back to the people who gave you the quests. A lot of turning in quests, but the quests all seem to be the same. Eventually, you run into a boss where you take him out and you get a bunch of loot. But the best part about that game is all the weapons you can get. The higher you get, the more advanced the weapons get. I wonder if there's a Borderlands 3 coming out because that game's probably been out since like 2012.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. I always forget how fast time goes. Like I look at games and I'm like, you know, oh, this is a new game. It's still amazing.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, wait, what? That came out in 2009? Like Skyrim? Like, you know, I was still in high school when that was being talked about coming out, and I was like, I don't even think I was.
When did Skyrim
grad
come
year
out?
yet.
2010?
I think I want to say
2011?
2009. No.
Skyrim?
Skyrim?
Sorry, not
No.
2009.
Definitely
I'm-
2011.
That was like 5 years ago. Jesus, I'm way back.
Yeah.
But yeah, no,
I think
that
it
was
was released
2011 because I was in grade 11 and we graduated 12. And
I think
yeah.
it was released the same year Modern Warfare 3.
Yeah, it was 2011. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. That was a really good game. The first time I played it on console, I beat the main story and then I continued on with those side quests. That game was fun.
It's a huge game.
It gets like you don't beat
Yeah, it was
Skyrim.
2011.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I never understood like how people wouldn't shoot themselves playing that game on console. Like I played it on computer and I would walk into a door and I would like literally just open the door and go through. Like loading screen would take 5 seconds and I'm through the door. And then I went over to a buddy's place and he was playing it on Xbox and he
The
would be
loading
like sitting in his
screens.
chair. He would load in through a door and he would go fucking take a piss, come back, send a few texts, and it's still loading.
Yeah.
Every single time. And half that game is like going into a building, getting a quest, leaving the building, you know, loading screen because you're fast traveling somewhere else, like doing all this shit, going into a cave, another loading screen, all this stuff. And I'm like, you literally spend half your time playing this game in a loading screen.
Yeah.
I couldn't imagine doing that.
That's the nice thing about PC too is that you get no loading screens and you get all those fucking mods. You get all those weapon mods, all the armor mods.
It looks better than any PS4 game or anything like that is right now.
I watched a guy play it on
Looks
YouTube
brand new.
and he has like so many different mods. He's got all these different weapons. The interface looks different. The menu system is different. Everything's neater. Everything looks sharper. You get all these like water effects, and I was looking through them online. All the Skyrim mods. You can do so many things, so many little things to just increase the detail, the text. You can get texture packs, and it's so much more.
Yeah,
a
number one
complete
mod,
game.
make everybody naked. Why not?
Yeah, that is a mod. I've seen that on YouTube too. It's I never I attempted one time to put some mods on, but I couldn't figure it out. But
Mind having that naked mod?
every girl in the
course.
game is naked when you play that, including like the cats, like the Kijiji or whatever they're fucking called. All their
Oh, I thought
female
you
ones,
meant like literal cats. I was like, aren't cats
No.
always naked?
like the
You see titties
Kijiji
and
ones
shit?
or whatever. Huh?
Titties and shit?
Teddies?
What do you mean? What does naked mean to you, sir?
Well, it's a fucking game. Like
No,
like, they
completely
actually-
naked,
It's
like completely
modified,
naked. It's
though.
a
It's
mod.
not like the game was released with
Yeah.
all that.
Completely
People
naked.
modified it to be naked.
Completely
nipples and
naked.
shit then, or is it just
Well,
fucking, like,
yes, Ryan.
I don't know. Some people are fucked up. Like, oh, let's
Whatever else you
make a
can think.
naked person, but let's not put him nipples because it'd be funny.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's just a regular naked person.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, it's pretty. I saw it. Well, actually, the first time I saw it, I was looking through different mods to put on, and I saw it. And I'm like, what? And then I looked it up on YouTube, and it was legit. And I was like,
It's funny.
that's on my to-do list. Yeah, I got a really interesting. Would you rather? I think
Love
you're
these.
gonna like these. Have the ability to teleport, or have the ability to time travel?
That kind of same thing in its own.
No.
No, because teleporting, you got to stay in the present.
But yeah, you'd just be like, oh, hey, I'm at my house. Boom, now I'm at your house. Or like, boom, now I'm in China. But time travel, you could go back to the
Yeah.
beginning of time.
And I'm assuming to the future. No,
Yeah, see why not? That's part of time travel. It will happen.
it
just
will
hasn't yet.
happen. Yeah. This is a tough one.
I know. I was like, immediately, my initial thought was, oh, time travel for sure. But then I was like, but what if you time travel and where I'm sitting right now is not a safe location, and then just like I just die?
You
or
could be the
something?
world's best employee if you had the ability to teleport.
Good.
You could work a
Why
job
would you
here,
work though.
but you could have a job here, and with your skill set, or you could have a job in fucking China. You could have like in different time zones and shit.
Yeah. You'd be like, oh yeah, I'm off work at 4. I can show up at 4:01 for my next job.
And you'd
Yeah,
never
like
be late
after-
for anything. Oh shit, it's 5:01. I'll just teleport to my meeting. Got stuck in a little bit of traffic, airspace.
Airspace.
But how cool would it be to go back?
Deer, bruh, off the road.
And how cool would it be? But how cool would it be to go back and chill, kick it with Genghis Khan?
Well, considering he would probably rape and pillage your entire family and village, I would pass.
Genghis Khan's my pal. I'm pretty much related to him.
Genghis Khan was like the most evil person in the world.
He had friends. I'll be his friend. I'm likable.
No, I don't think he had friends. I'm pretty sure it was like, hey, if you're not going to be my friend, I'm going to destroy everything you love.
Then
Okay.
I'll be his friend. I'll kick it with Genghis Khan. I'll bring the civilization with me. And we can destroy the world both as him.
Both as him. So you with him.
Yeah, I can be him in civilization and mimic what he's doing in real life. Wanna
So
go
you're
over and-
sitting on your computer next to him, playing him in a video game.
You know how much he'd love that? I'll tell him a few
Probably would
jokes.
be like, yeah, I do that in real life. And I'm like, yeah, buddy.
In his Mongol, is he Mongolian? Is that what he is?
Yeah, he's Mongolian.
His Mongolian accent, whatever the fuck a Mongolian accent is. But what?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's just a different.
I don't
language.
know. This is a super tough question.
Yeah, I don't know. I think
You know how many likes your Instagram would get if you could take pictures from the 1500s?
That's the ideal.
You could go take a
Time
picture
travel.
from the 1500s,
that
bring it back
I
and
think
take it
there's a
today.
problem with society. If you're like, you know what, I can time travel. Let's go to the 1500s, snap some pictures on my smartphone, blow everyone's mind, come back to future time or like present time. Sorry, upload it to Instagram. Be like, yo, just chilling with my homie
Let's not lie.
that can barely speak
People
English.
think we get freaked out over a fucking meal on our plate we put it on our Instagram. If we had a picture of us in the 1500s, I'm sure we'd put it
Go
on
on a
Instagram.
plate like a king. Oh, just eating a big old turkey leg.
I think I'd have the
You just
teleport.
Photoshop that, dude. Make the same thing.
You could, but it wouldn't be
Yeah,
legit.
but you'd be like, see this Photoshop shit? That's not real. That didn't happen. I was there. This is what happened. And you can just be a pretentious douche about
It'd be
it.
so cool to be able to time. I would totally do the time travel one.
Yeah, that was my initial thought, and there's pros and cons to both, but I got to go with my gut instinct on the first thought there.
If you could go anywhere anytime
Yeah,
you
because
want.
I suppose if you were like time traveling, you could be like, you could pick where you're going to go, as well as the time.
Time, place,
You know, like,
date.
yeah, you're not just like, oh, I'm going to travel back 1,500 years, and you're in your same location. It's like, well, that's kind of annoying. Like, you could pick, you know,
How
100 years
cool would
ago
that
in
be?
LA or something like
Does
that.
that involve eternal life then? You just travel back.
No,
and
you
forth?
can still live your normal 60 to 80 year life, whatever you're
60
still you. Like,
60 sounds really low, man. You might want to up
well,
that number.
people live an average probably between
I'm
60 and
tired.
90. That's a legitimate. Whatever
30
you,
year gap.
Average, that's a 1/3.
whatever your
on
fucking
average.
normal life is of a human, you still live it.
Like 80 to 90.
No, I would say the average person dies before 80.
Really?
80?
My grandma's like 75.
That's one person.
She's going strong.
That's
My
one
grandma's
person.
Older.
I have grandpa who's like 76. He's just one, but 80's pretty old.
I'm not saying 80 is not old. I'm just saying I don't think majority of people die at 80.
I'd say more people die before 80 than they do after.
Yeah, I just googled it. In Canada, actually has a higher average than most countries, but it's 81 years, or 81.2.
What's the states? They're probably like 64.
Obesity. 78.74.
That's a big
so
difference.
literally 3 years down. Japan is at 83. China 75.
Really? China's
Which is-
lower?
Yeah,
pollution.
That's surprising. Pollution, but they also like. Do you ever see a fat Chinese man? Unless they're a sumo wrestler, no, you don't. Well, unless they're American, but like.
Because they're dying, because they're all malnourished.
Okay, Ryan, you gonna chime in on
Let's
this question I asked or no?
I'm just trying to think, man.
We
I was kind of
talking about it for at least 5 minutes.
I've been popping on those questions. Like, does that mean eternal life? Like, I'm trying to feel it out here. What
Just-
the rules
just-
are on the
just
answer.
don't overthink it. Just
What was your
bare
gut feeling?
bones.
That's what I went.
Bare bones teleportation, bare bones travel. Just say something. Give us your opinion on the matter.
I'm just gonna teleport, man, because I fucking hate sitting in traffic.
You know,
Straight
it's
up.
actually
That would be nice. No more
interesting
traffic.
on this life expectancy thing. If you Google, I googled average life expectancy Canada or USA. It gives you like a chart, and it shows you the years. So if you go to the very top, it's the current 81.24 years. But then you can kind of scroll it down on the graph to, let's go back to 1990. So almost 25 years ago. In Canada, it was 77.38. We go back to 1970, 72.
Really?
1960, it was 71. So in the last 40 years, we have gained an average of 10 years of our life.
That's big because in a country
That
with
is.
what
That's
30?
not
What
a
are we?
very
30
big
million?
time frame. Like,
Are we 30 million
40
people in
years?
Canada? What are we?
Yeah, around there.
yeah, 40 billion.
Billion?
Or
Oh.
sorry, never mind. It's like 35. I think the last
Yeah.
time.
But you like taking an average of that many people with that quantity in that short of a time frame, that means people are living a lot longer. Like that means we're having people like 90 to 100.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, doesn't that because medication's more developed now
As of
too, right?
2012, our population is 34.88 million. And our fertility rate is 1.63 births per woman.
1.63 births per woman.
1.5 people per woman.
So if you take all the women in Canada and multiply that
Half
by
of them are
1.6, then that's how many people will have the next generation, the next group of the population is rapidly growing if that's the case.
It is. It's actually like a problem.
Like you're getting 1.5 people for every person. So in the next 50 years, you're going to have, what is that, 25% more? Am I doing my math right here? Yeah.
Don't
If you're
know.
doing it like an extra 100 years, the population is going to be 25% more increased. Because if you're taking 0.5, 1.5, is that working? The population's
It would be
growing
100%
nonetheless.
times our current population.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's
Or 163% times our current population, rather.
1.6 times our current population.
150%. But yeah, 1.63.
Yeah, fuck. But
calculated.
I bet you anything that that's more in China
Well, I don't
and
know.
Right?
India.
They recently lifted the ban on the like the
That's crazy to
child
me.
limit though, right?
How you can put a ban on like does that is that how it works? Is they automatically kill your baby? Like do they you just
I
have an
think they just take it
abortion?
away.
You have an abortion or they give it up for adoption?
I'm not sure actually. I wasn't. I didn't read.
I think that's crazy how they can put like a fucking ban on
Limitation on
fucking reproducing.
that's not freedom at all.
No.
No
But
one was free.
there is a lot of people though.
America is free in quotation marks. It's not free.
Fuck, there is no such thing as freedom. You gotta fucking pay to
Obey
live
the
in your
law,
own world.
motherfucker, or go live in the woods of Alaska and do what you want.
The
You gotta
fucking
pay to
moose.
live in your own world.
That just blows my mind how they like when I read that they put limitations on giving birth, how many children you can have, and people in a household. I mean, I understand because they have
Their population is
their
so
population's fucking
large.
retarded. It's like fucking 2 billion or something. Like it's retarded.
Like, when I was in New York, how packed it was walking on the streets. It's like, okay, imagine that times 2, times 3, all the fucking time.
New York has as many people as Canada.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
New
with,
York
dude.
has as many people as Canada. Canada is as wide as the United States.
It's bigger than the United States.
They have more people in this half the size of British Columbia than we do in that entire city.
Yeah, well, and it's not even just. It's not the city. It's the state.
No, but the New York State, like it's like half
Yeah.
the size of
Like,
British
there's
Columbia.
2 states that I know of at least, California as well as New York State.
I'm pretty
Both
sure
have
Texas does
more
as well.
people in the population of those states than our entire country. And yet, what is it? Like 80% of Canadians live like within like I don't know, 20 kilometers or something shit, or 20 miles of the border, something stupid that.
Yeah, California has 38 million their population. But if you think about it, it's kind of an unfair it's kind of unfair to measure BC or any province for that matter because nobody's really living in the top third of BC.
Not even
It's-
just BC, dude. Like
No, of Canada.
yeah,
Nobody's really living in the top third of the province.
2/3, man.
Well, like
Look at the Fraser Valley. Like you, as soon as you start to go up on the Sea to Sky Highway up to Whistler, that's pretty much the limit of like where even like everything in the Fraser Valley. That's like the roof of it. Everything
Yeah.
above there trickles off into tiny little one-off towns.
But in Alberta, they got major cities kind of.
Yeah, Edmonton is
Edmonton,
a lot
Calgary,
more north.
or
Calgary's kind of in the middle, a little
Yeah.
bit, well, a little bit lower, but
But yeah, it's kind of an unfair thing because people live in every single section of the United States. There's obviously those farmland areas and those kind of open rolling hills, but it's almost like it's not unlivable, but it's not worth living in the top third of BC. You can manage to live anywhere in the United States. And especially because of all the sun that they get, there's no wonder there's 30 million people. It's not a fucking coincidence that there's 30 million in California. And it's I'd probably say 15 million of those people are in LA.
yeah, LA, San Fran.
Los Angeles population. Let's see what this is. Okay, I'm going to take that back. Holy shit. 3.85 million. That's it.
I'm saying California is a big state, man.
It is.
It's like
It's like halfway up the fucking country.
think about it. There's 3 states along the West Coast. There's Washington, Oregon, and California. California is larger, I'm pretty sure, than Oregon and Washington, like lengthwise. So it takes up a good half, if a little maybe, yeah, half if not a third at least of it'd be more than a third. I'll stick with the half.
San Francisco.
West Coast.
San Francisco's got more people than Vancouver. Or less people than Vancouver, sorry. That's surprising. But I guess California does have a lot of major cities. Like they got Los Angeles, California, Then they got like Oakland. Well, Oakland's not really major, but it's a notable city. They got
Anaheim.
Anaheim, San Diego. They got a lot of
Antonio?
major cities. San Antonio is San Antonio's in
Texas, is it?
Texas, fool.
Yeah, Sacramento. Sorry,
Sacramento, yeah. I believe that's the capital of Los Angeles.
San Mateo.
San Mateo, but that's like it's not a small town, but it's a regular. It's where Tom Brady's born.
I know.
So, it's pretty good. It's a pretty good place in the world. When you
Need the
produce,
water.
give me some water. When you produce Tom Brady, your state's doing it
Yeah.
right. Population talk. Want to do another Would You Rather question?
Faux
We
show.
seem to branch off well from those, even if we don't.
Yeah, there's lots of little subtopics.
There is. I'm just gonna scroll through and file a good one here. Are you guys liking Worms? I'm having a fucking blast playing Worms.
Haven't played enough of it, but I've been enjoying it so far.
Worms Revolution.
like
That game.
nostalgic
It's so
as
simple. It's such a
And it's
simple
just
concept, but
the
there's
little
so
fucking worms make it so like
and the
comical. It's-
the derpy seagulls and the comical mistakes that you make.
Don't even
Like
fucking googly eyes. Just put on birds.
Like yesterday, I'll give the viewers a little bit of a backstory here. We're playing a game, us three in the game. We each have 4 worms or 5 worms to start, and we're getting down to like 1 worm each. And I got a monkey bomb, and these, for those of you who haven't played it, imagine like an ant farm. You're looking at an ant farm from the front, and that's kind of the layout of this map.
Yeah,
They're
like
kind of
like
scattered.
one of those like glass cases
Yeah.
that you make an ant farm in. Like that's the kind of view you're looking at.
They're
like,
kind of
little
it's kind of a
trenches and
scattered
shit.
map, and
Yeah.
when you
Not
throw
very large.
explosives, the map kind of disappears, disintegrates, and gets ruined. So in our map, when we were playing, there's an open ceiling, so we can throw airstrikes down, so it makes the map broken in a lot of places. But the floor was gone in most of the map. So when you fall in the water, your worms drown.
So if you throw a grenade essentially on the ground that's close to the water, blows a hole, the worm can fall in and die.
So yesterday, I got this thing called a monkey bomb, or a banana bomb, sorry. And the banana bomb, it lets off one huge bomb, and then there's about 5 residual bombs that are about as equal to any grenade in your inventory. So I throw one, I'm about to throw one down and attempt to get the game-winning kill. But instead of hitting the space bar like I should have, I hit shift, which was the jump button, and as it couldn't have been any more anticlimactic. I'm like pumping myself up, ready to throw this bomb,
We're
and
all
I jump.
Like, shit, he's gonna kill us.
I
dude.
jump into the water. Instead of throwing my monkey bomb, I just hop, and the worm's like.
Some Olympic diving right there.
I went Michael Phelps on that fucking game. It was but the name of that game is to not kill yourself.
Yeah. Well, and like even I think our last match that we played, it was like Ryan was gonna beat me there, and then I threw a random bomb which opened up a hole in the very top of the map, which had some water in it. The water poured down onto his worm and made him like the ground slick, and he slid off into the water.
Yeah.
And I just I totally overthrew this grenade, and I was like, shit, I've just done goofed, and I'm gonna lose now. And a little stroke of luck, and there we go.
Me and Ryan were playing the other day, and this is before you got it, Mac. We were playing, and actually, this was the same day. This was right before you started playing with us. Me and Ryan were playing, and Ryan had a grenade in his hand, and it was a scatter bomb. So he throws the bomb, and then it breaks into residual bombs, and you get 5 or 6 little explosions. So he throws the main bomb. It kills me, and I'm done. At this point, he's won the game. The game is over. He
You're
gets a part of the residual bomb, and I think it exploded, and it dropped into the water. So he's like all pumped up that he won. And then after his worm gets hit and falls into the water, and we fucking tied the end of the game. Both all fucking worms
Because it
were
was
off
the
the
same
map.
turn.
Yeah, it was the same turn,
that's
same
awesome.
thing. And it gave us the option to continue to have like a tiebreaker.
Nice.
There's so many
Yeah.
little fuck ups that are hilarious.
If you have a friend who has a hilarious laugh, you should get them to play that game.
Hashtag Ryan.
Before I bought this game, I'm sitting here on my computer in a call with these guys, and the guy that's laughing like an idiot right now is laughing like this, probably for a good 5 minutes straight.
Just playing the game.
Guys. Shit's going on.
We're just playing the game, having
The
fun.
concrete
The
donkey.
concrete donkey.
Ryan, would you like to explain the concrete donkey? Or are you
Go
just gonna-
ahead and explain the beauty and the
Okay,
glory that is
so-
the concrete donkey.
So I think, was it our first fucking match? Was it our first match, all three of us?
Yeah, I think
can't
it
remember.
was.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
Ryan, it was me and
So-
you. It was just me and you. It
Was
was
it-
right
was it
before
you and
Matt
I?
started playing. Yeah.
So
Another one when I started playing on our.
yeah, I'll just fuck. I'll just story of all three of us. Okay, so we're playing, and there's like in the game is these like little like after every turn these little pop-ups come like little like weapon supplies or health packs or whatever pop up on the map. You can go pick them up. So I go over, right? I get this one little thing. I'm running into weapons. Pick it up. And the thing pops up saying concrete donkey, right? I don't say anything because I don't know what the fuck this thing is. So I go over to the thing. My idea was to throw like a bomb or something down because they were like side by side. I think Zach had like 2 guys left and Mac had like 3 or something. And they were all kind of like in the center of the map there. So I go on top. I have the upper grounds here, and I was like, "Oh, concrete donkey, sure, whatever." So I launched this thing, and this big statue of this fucking donkey, like think of like the fucking statue of David, that size.
Yeah.
Obviously in scale to the game
it's
here.
a giant concrete ass.
And it's just it's a statue of a donkey, and it just comes down, hits the map, it starts bouncing around, and I don't know if it's supposed to like seek out the other players or whatever, but it seemed to me like it comes down, it bounces, it hit it hit Zach, fucking one shot kill. It bounces over, hits Zach's other guy. It bounces again, it's Mac's guy. And keep in mind here, on the way down, it is demolishing the map.
Everything in its path.
It bounces where it hits. It bounces back over, and
It
it goes
just
until it hits
destroys.
the ground, or the water, I guess.
Just the thought of watching this fucking donkey pretty much just like eat every single worm there.
Like make a donkey noise, like eon down. I'm pretty sure it does.
No, it doesn't.
I don't know.
No?
No, it's just like a.
Yeah.
It's just a bouncing concrete donkey plinkoing its way down the fucking stage. It's hilarious.
It is hilarious.
And-
See, like
and
we're not
the-
even playing right now, and this kid is killing himself.
And the first time we played it, there was just nothing but outrageous laughter.
Yeah. Like I'm holding myself back to laugh because on a normal day when Ryan laughs this much, I love it and I just start laughing. We both start laughing uncontrollably. But I'm trying to keep myself together.
I
here.
don't think Zach. I don't think Mac has seen the fucking old lady yet.
No,
Like that.
my God.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert.
God.
There is an old lady toy.
Fuck!
There is an old lady
Oh my
weapon
God.
that you can use. And you launch her. You press space and she goes. She walks.
She starts
You press
fucking
space
running
again
around.
and then she starts farting. And then you press it again and she blows herself up.
Well, wait.
The internal gastric acids just fucking implode.
It's so funny. This little crippled old lady.
Ryan, get your.
It's
Fuck me,
fucking
I want
priceless.
to play this, man. I want to play this.
That's
Let's
the
play.
plan.
Let's play some after the show.
That's
Let's play. Let's play 2 or 3 games after the show.
Sure, if you guys are interested, that's a message. We can play with you guys. Maybe put some
Oh.
that in the background of our next show.
We can play with you.
Oh.
Send us a
Still
message.
ideas. If you want to join us, go for it. It's a good time.
I'll leave.
be friends.
I'll leave the Twitter link down below. Hit me up on Twitter, and I will. We'll play some worms together. The 5 of us, the 4 of us.
Send a Twitter tweet.
Send a tweet at me at the trip. I believe it's at the trip. I don't know. I'll send the link in the description. I haven't tweeted from that account in a while, but if you're still watching and you like playing worms,
Yeah.
I'd love to give you worms.
Give us a shout out. A little
I
shameless
would love to give
self-advertising.
you worms.
Do it. You know, I'm not an animal.
I'm
But-
not an animal, but I want to give you worms.
I wanna fuck
That-
you softly.
All right.
I wanna touch you gently.
Because I feel like you mentioned that while you were searching, and yeah,
All right. Time for another Would You Rather question.
Oh,
let's do it.
yeah.
For whatever reason that that Would You Rather page. What? What's so funny?
He's just a bumbling idiot.
You bumbling idiot.
I was gonna think of that fucking donkey. God
It's-
damn.
If I start laughing, I'm just gonna start assuming that
That there's a concrete donkey twinkling. Its...
work the next time you're there, and then you're just staring at you. This guy's scheming. Like,
God damn. Well, I'm sorry, guys.
Okay, I'm scrolling through looking for a good one here because it's just a website where I click over and
there's some messed up questions on that wiki.
there is messed up. I'm looking at them and there's some fucked up questions.
There's some fucked up shit on there.
It ain't easy being a sweetheart.
Ooh, actually, no, that's there's
Favorite
some good
video
ones.
game right now? Say it.
Worms.
Favorite video game right now?
Worms.
If it was right now, I'd probably have to say Worms. Worms or
Yeah.
Civilization.
As much as I've been enjoying Worms, I've been playing Spin Tires actually a lot, and I've been playing it.
You're playing it right
Sprinters?
now.
I am literally playing it while we cast this show.
Oh, god damn, I want to play Worms.
But favorite video game all time, series or individual game?
Need for Speed, Most Wanted.
Favorite all-time game, eh?
Game was just too good. You could
Favorite
customize your
all-time game.
cars. And, you know, it had to set
You know
out
what?
what you're doing. Good game.
There was a Need for Speed game. I don't know which one it was.
Probably Most
I remember-
Wanted.
No, it wasn't Most Wanted. It was before that one.
Underground?
Fuck, man. Before that one.
Before that one?
Yeah.
That was one of the first ones, I think.
Yeah. Oh, fuck. I loved it. I used to always get a Toyota Supra. Just fucking race the fuck out of it.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah, right
that's
now,
oh,
my favorite
God,
racing game is Forza Horizon. That is just too good. Can't wait for Forza Horizon 2 to come out in August or September, early September, late August. Don't know, don't care. Can't wait.
Ryan, favorite video game? That was
I just
it?
told you.
That was it? The Need for Speed one? That was your
I
favorite video game?
undisclosed title Need for Speed.
That's
I don't
what
know.
you're gonna give me?
It's either
Some-
that,
Your favorite if you can't remember this
Some
shit.
unanimous Need for Speed game? Are you
either
kidding me?
that or one of the EA tennis games.
Really? You spent 150 hours of your life playing Call of Duty.
You know how many fucking holes are at my old house?
That clearly shows that you had some passion.
It shows I had some fucking anger issues. I went to counseling.
Tennis? You went to bullshit. You went to counseling over.
I have receipts.
For Call of
Receipts!
Duty?
Receipts.
For Call of
Literally,
Duty.
all I remember you doing in Call of Duty was shooting the ground with an RPG over and over, trying to see how many deaths you get. And you went to counseling for that shit? God, are you drunk? Why you laugh so much tonight?
I forgot about, dude. Yeah, because I was on the other fucking team. We were on Rust, and we were getting shit on because it was all you guys. It's like a bunch of fucking randoms, and I was like, "Hey, fuck this! I can't kill anybody because you're all stacked up on the fucking top of the fucking building."
Too good.
So I took out a fucking RPG and was like, "Fuck it, you guys can't kill me. I'm not gonna give you guys any points." So I just kept killing myself. When I had like fucking like 85 deaths or
When
something.
I started doing that, my goal was to just try and kill
Ryan,
you.
you talk more words a minute than Mavis Beacon types them, alright? Calm the fuck down.
When
Sorry.
he's talking loud, he's talking fast.
Calm down, because Mavis
I don't
Beacon...
know.
If Mavis Beacon can't type as fast as you're talking, you're doing it wrong. You're talking too fast.
You're right.
Talking too fast. My favorite video game of all
A
time...
sign of some good eatings down
It's a
below.
tough decision. That's a big fucking...
It's a daunting task.
It is a daunting task. It's got to be a game that you played a lot of,
Yeah.
and you fucking loved it every minute.
No, that's why I'm saying that. Need for Speed Most Wanted. I beat that over and over. I didn't even care if the storyline was the same. I just played it nonstop. It was too good.
It's a tie between... Okay, one is because of more nostalgic reasons, and the other is just sheer enjoyment of the fucking video game. For the one with like the sort of... What's the word? Is nostalgic the right word I'm looking?
Nostalgic.
Yeah, the one that's more nostalgic and memorable is definitely Modern Warfare 3. That was the game.
Yeah.
Modern Warfare 2 and Modern Warfare 3 were kind of the ends of people playing. We played a little bit of Black Ops, but Modern Warfare 3 I was kind of at the peak of my
friend
Call of Duty.
Clarify
Yeah.
to you listeners out there.
That's
I
all
was-
you did in 2012. dude.
It was at the peak of my gaming thing. I discovered this.
I literally remember waking up in the morning, turning on Call of Duty for like an hour before I went to school, and coming home, and you were still fucking playing.
Because that was right that was right after I had started working at Sandlot, I think, and I had stopped. And for about 2 months I was unemployed. That's all I did. I played that, and it was awesome because I fucking was good at it. I fucking discovered the YouTube side of the Call of Duty, and I watched all these videos on it, and that's how I got
Well, yeah, that
a lot of my
because
pointers.
before, like, because what was the first Call of Duty you joined on? I remember the first Call of Duty that we were all playing, and then you finally got it and started playing with us. You weren't very good, but then after that, after like that first Call of Duty and the next one came out, you were just as good as I was, and Favel, and you were one of the top three.
Yeah, it was the first one I played was, Modern Warfare 2 is my first game.
That was a great game.
Yeah,
The thing with
my
Modern
first Call of Duty, I played Call of Duty just like the Modern Warfare,
Call of Duty
like
5.
the original
Yeah.
Modern Warfare. That was, I don't know, I still play that to this day, and it's awesome.
My first Call of Duty actually was Big Red 1. Number
Jesus,
3, I
that's cool.
think. That was the first Call of Duty I ever played.
Do we take the time to admire how bad Colton Bessie was at Call of Duty?
He was
He
pretty damn
played with
bad.
us for like 5 straight years.
Never got
and
any
literally
better.
did not get better. Like, you're playing with like some of the best guys that you know, and you do not improve at all. Like, you would turn around the corner, fuck, I died. Like, did you look around the corner, or did you just walk out there and then spin?
Yeah, so Modern Warfare 3 is probably, for friend reasons, for nostalgic reasons, my favorite game. But
Yeah.
my favorite game of all time, I remember the game I played probably from the age of, like, I would say, like, 9 to, like, 15. I would play it every week. Super Mario Sunshine.
Oh yeah,
For
that
the
was a good one.
fucking, for the GameCube. That
We're throwing it
game,
way back. I remember playing Donkey Kong up the ass.
that game played, I probably put 3 to 350 hours in. I played the shit, and I finally beat that game when I was like 18 years old. I started when I was like 9, and I beat it for the first time when I was like 18, because it's such a long fucking game, and it takes so goddamn long to get all these little sun sprites. But I'll never forget playing that game.
You guys are throwing it back. I remember playing Duck Hunter on the fucking like
That
Nintendo.
was amazing.
I fucking played that shit so damn much.
Yeah.
Little fucking gun.
A little orange pistol.
Pistol. I had a fucking like rifle.
No, it was a little
Fucking
handheld.
shotgun.
It was a little handheld pistol, wasn't it?
No, it was like a shotgun.
Not that I can remember. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm remembering it wrong.
You're remembering it wrong.
Huh.
Maybe you're thinking of different games.
Anyways, let's move on to our next question here. Have the ability to have full control of all your dreams, or never have to sleep in your life.
I would take the dreams 100%. I love sleeping, and if I can control my dreams, I would make sure that there is it's having a good time. Never have nightmares. You never have to worry about waking up. Going,
I would
"Fuck,
never
real."
sleep.
I would never
kidding me?
sleep.
God
No,
damn, I
no,
love
no, no, no.
sleeping.
Life happens when you're awake. As much as I love sleeping, think about how much you could get done if you were awake 24 hours and never got tired.
Think of all the shit you could do.
Think of all the fucking stuff that you could do while you're asleep. You can think.
You can
of the
sleep
greatest things.
while you're
Listen,
asleep,
no,
buddy.
listen. You can think of the greatest things in your dreams.
You can
figure
do
out-
the greatest
Dude,
things.
If you're awake
Not if you're not-
7, you're
no,
doing
no,
stuff,
no,
and then you
no.
can think of great things. If you're asleep all the time, you're like, oh yeah, I can control what I think about. But
Exactly.
you can't control things that
you
you
have-
haven't, like,
Oh.
you can control what you do in your dreams, but that doesn't mean you can be like, I'm going to control my dream and think the greatest thing that anyone's ever thought.
And then
Like,
think of a way to do it once you're awake, and then just fucking do it.
Yeah, but look,
Or-
think of it like this. If you never have to sleep, that probably means you never get tired because you never have to regenerate energy. If you never have to sleep again, there's no more, oh, I got to go to bed because I got to wake up for my 5 a.m. wake-up call. You can stay up and do something until you have to leave at that 5 a.m. wake-up call. You can go out and accomplish something. You can go out and
Well,
work
no.
some other job where you're not going to get tired and make some more money. You can go
Go
out.
out, smoke some blow, and fuck some
No.
hoe.
you could do that. Whether this
You could do that.
Either way. But I just kind of thought of a nasty downfall to staying awake all the time. Because when I'm drunk, you get to a certain point, you're like, fuck, I just want to sleep. You got to be awake through all that shit until it comes back.
Yeah, but you're never going to get tired.
No, I know. I'm not saying you get tired. I'm just saying, like, you have to be awake the whole time you're drunk, and then the beginning of your hangover, starting to feel shitty. You can't just, like, wake
gotta
up,
remember.
go throw up, drink a shitload of water, go lay back down in bed and wake up at 10.
That's minor. You could do so much more shit when you don't have to sleep.
It is minor. No, I'm totally agree. You could do your productivity level would be through the roof. That you would be doing so much other shit that you would be thinking of those great ideas. You don't need to be asleep to think of great shit because you're dreaming. You're doing stuff that isn't real.
That would be wicked if you didn't have to sleep.
You could have some wicked sci-fi adventures in your dreams, but that's
Then
not going to help you in real life.
Then you wake up and you're tired
just
for your
tell you-
fucking wake up call.
I'll just tell you guys about my sci-fi adventures. You can
Alarm ever.
have jealousy.
I have problems waking up in the morning. Problem solved. I don't have to wake up.
Because
Yep.
of your ED.
ED?
Erectile dysfunction?
That has nothing to do
Does that
with...
have to do with anything?
Ryan, my erectile dysfunction doesn't affect my sleeping patterns. We've talked about
It
this.
could.
It
When
doesn't.
you wake up, you get scared because you don't get a boner like you're supposed to. You're like, what the fuck?
Yep.
Mom!
So did you guys hear about this girl? I don't know where she was in the world, but she blew 20. Okay, so the backstory was she was doing a pub crawl somewhere, and the pub one of the bars was offering a free quote holiday, and the task was to blow, I think it was 25 or 24 guys in like a span of a minute or something. I may be getting my facts wrong, but this is kind of the gist of it. So the holiday that they were giving away for free was a drink. It was the name of a drink. So this chick gets on her knees and blows 25. There's a video on the internet. She goes around the club blowing 25 different random guys. She's just telling them to all pull their pants down. She blows 25 different guys because she thinks she's getting a free holiday. And then at the end,
God.
they gave her a fucking drink. Apparently she lost it.
She got 25 drinks along the way, okay?
She lost. Apparently, I think
Ew.
she blew
Ew.
25 guys.
Just understand that.
Ew.
But either way, that's fucked up.
Hope she got
I
herpes.
could kind of
Why would you
justify
hope
it.
that she got herpes? She got fucked over.
She's a whore.
I could justify it if she was going away for free, but
Like an all-inclusive on something. I mean,
She didn't read
I
the fine
personally
print.
wouldn't suck 25 dicks or even one penis for a free
you're
vacation.
also a man.
But I'm also a male. So if you were like, you know,
Heterosexual male.
28 and you just, you whatever, I'm single, I've sucked 80 dicks in my lifetime. What's another 25 right now?
What's another 25?
Whatever. It's
But
going to
if I'm-
happen. It's going to happen.
Yeah, it was a weird fucking little story there.
And, well, I think that noise was weird too, Ryan.
Sorry, I gagged.
And we're talking about gagging on penises.
You guys want to...
Did you have a would you rather question?
I don't have one lined up. I feel like that's all we do. We should probably move on.
Yeah, let's get away from the dick sucking.
Ryan, you want to talk about how bad your fantasy baseball team's doing?
Let's do it.
No, let's
You guys
just
are
not talk
equally
about
having
fantasy
poor
baseball.
weeks.
Yeah,
Sure.
point for point. But the fact that I was down 20 points on Sunday, and it is now Saturday, and I'm up 20 points, y'all can suck on my ball.
You also only have 165 points through Saturday.
Better, I'm looking for wins.
That is not going to translate into wins unless you're playing one of three teams. Me,
I'm
Adam,
number one in my division right now. Let's not go too overboard, okay?
me, Adam, Matt, and Bessie all have like 215 points right now
Still have more points than Bessie overall.
in the midweek. Yes, but he is on the uphill and you're on the downhill as of the last few weeks.
Yeah.
Fact.
He is going up, but I feel like I've just stayed steady. I've been keeping it real. Haven't really done.
Hosar Russ is coming to get you.
Who's a back in town?
The hoes are back in town. The hoes are back in town. I love the fucking fantasy baseball league.
No, I'm not digging it right now.
Because you've made so many bad moves in the last
Okay.
7 weeks.
I read something, and it's kind of messed up. But I kind of want to know your guys' answers. So, would you rather question? We were talking about there's some fucked up ones. Would you rather using your bare hands end the life of an average human baby, or 100 puppies?
One human
God.
baby, no
Yeah.
questions asked.
Fuck, man, I could
Can I
never
pick?
kill 100
Can I
little
pick my
pups.
baby, or am I given the baby?
I think it should be a baby of your choosing.
It's a
Gilroy.
baby that I'm choosing,
I don't know.
so I can hand pick my baby.
walk up and say, "This baby."
This one. This one. I want this one.
I'm going to pick the ugliest child ever.
Yeah, I
Save
think-
that.
You know, as much as it'd be like, I just killed the baby, I'd be like, I have to kill 100 puppies, and like, you'd be like, the first one's like shit, and then halfway through, you'd be kind of like, whatever, it's just another 50. But then like by 80, you'd be like crying and be like, fucking puppy.
They're so damn. All puppies are cute.
Well, the question
Puppies-
I said 100 cute puppies, but I just left that out because I figured it was a
All
gift.
puppies have this like
Puppies are cute.
they have like an innocent look to them, right? They got that cute little face. All
Ew.
babies, I think babies just kind of
Ugly.
look like they're just fucking space cadets and they're just kind of out to lunch. They just they don't look they don't look as
What?
cute. They don't look as cute as a
Space
puppy
cadet.
does.
They don't. They look cute to your like the parents of it. Like not all
Afterwards.
babies. Like some babies literally are ugly as fuck, and you're just like, oh, it's cute, yeah. But like it's not. Some babies are legitimately cute, but then like, yeah, I don't know. Most of them are like,
Puppies
I
got
literally
those
feel
big
like
floppy
I'm gonna be
ears.
that guy that when I have a child, I'm gonna be like, yeah, he's fucking ugly.
Puppies got those big floppy ears and those cute stumbles and those babies just poop and sleep.
pretty much.
They're kind of useless for the first 3 years of their life. Maybe a little less than that. First year and a
yeah.
half of their life, they're just kind of like
Yeah.
they're just kind of like, oh, you're still here. That's terrible.
Oh, you're still here.
Still here.
Oh shit, you're still here.
Still waking me up in the
I
middle of
didn't
the
think
night.
you'd wake up today.
I was praying that poison worked.
Poison.
Does it smell like chloroform in here, guys?
No, it's just a baby's blanket. Don't even
It's just
worry
it's
about
just
it.
a baby's pillow. Every time I look at your fucking Google Hangouts picture, Ryan,
Oh god.
I just think
Cares.
Blue 42, Blue 42,
Rover 6.
Rover set.
Hark, hark,
You want to see a button hook pattern in super slow mo? His Google Chrome picture is a picture of Ace Ventura, is a picture of Jim Carrey when he plays Ace Ventura in
Wearing
the
that-
Mental Institute.
Yeah.
Halftime. Put me in, coach. I'm ready to play. He's like super bipolar.
Yeah. He is.
Look at all those fucking characters he
It-
plays.
Apparently he like perfected his characters just looking in the mirror, just making weird faces.
Oh, probably.
He's
What the- The Mask, Bruce Almighty, like.
that's a spicy meatball.
Somebody stop me.
He's he plays well. He I think for the most part he does comedies. But when have you ever seen 23?
Yeah, that's a very serious movie.
He does that movie very well.
He does, but I find bipolar people they're a good role for like sociopath kind of roles. Like they have that tendency to
Yeah.
be like that, even though they're not like that.
Yeah, he did this crazy he did this speech like a little while ago and it got like reviews as just a crazy motivational speech. Like it was one of the most I heard it a little bit on the internet and it was like one of the most like motivating things I've ever heard in my life. He was in front of like an auditorium full of people and just giving this like crazy motivational speech.
Yeah, I think that was on Facebook a couple months back.
Yeah, and I was like, I didn't know he was about that life.
Yeah, well, I remember I saw a quote that he said something like, "I wish everybody in the world could be rich, so that they knew that wasn't the answer
Yeah.
to happiness."
He also said he's like, I want everybody to feel like I feel because it was the best feeling in the world. Something like that. I don't know. I don't know if he like found God or what he did, but like apparently something great happened to Jim Carrey and he wants the world to know.
Got his first blowjob.
Probably not. It's probably a pretty poor guess.
First blowjob today.
Today, yes.
6 a.m.
At 6 a.m. At 6 a.m. in the morning, he puts his key in the door and there's bodies laying all over the floor. He doesn't remember how he got there, but I guess he must have killed him.
Okay, Slim Shady.
Yeah, I am Slim Shady. Yes, I'm the real Shady. All you other Slim Shadys, they're just imitating. Will the real one please stand up?
No,
No?
no. There's too many.
Well, you want to wrap the show up and go play some worms?
How long
I
has he
want
been?
worms.
What?
I don't care. It's worm time, baby.
It's worm time, baby. Triple play.
True.
You know what? Next
Just
time.
one last would you rather that I saw just reading here. Just because I used to play it, it made me laugh kind of hard. Would you rather? I used to play World of Warcraft for like I don't know 8 years, like hardcore. Like that was my game. I at one point I ranked 11th in the world on a hardcore raid boss, but I won't get into it. Kind of a big deal. But the would you rather question is: would you rather play World of Warcraft or kill yourself? And the picture is a noose for the kill yourself, and I thought it was pretty funny because, yeah, sometimes that's just how it goes.
Well, I'd probably say World of Warcraft because eventually it's going to die and I won't have to play it anymore.
True.
But if it was play World of
never know.
Warcraft 24/7 or die, I'd probably pick die.
I'd probably die. Actually, dude, I'm pretty sure there was like some Asian guy who died because he played WoW for like 72 straight hours, and like he legitimately died. And then people in game had a funeral for him because obviously he had like friends in game. And there's videos on YouTube of like this guy's like in game funeral where all these like characters are hanging out. And I'm pretty sure he was on Alliance. And he might have been on a Horde or something. I remember this video is a bunch of Alliance characters running through the forest, and then they just start slaughtering everybody on this dude's online funeral.
All right, we will have more topics set the next show. I feel like we came a little unprepared today. Today was a little bit of a slower show. But if you're still here, tweet me on my Twitter. I'll put it in the description.
You can send us some ideas if you want us to talk about something.
We'll play some worms if that's what you're interested. If you have that game, maybe we'll do something
Or,
else. But Ryan, shut the fuck up. We're gonna go play some worms, Ryan. What time is it?
Donkey!
Concrete Donkey.
Time!
Later.
On the menge.